Oh, we are here. We are ready. It's time. It's time for some upper bracket finals. You got on a 7. Taking on Team Gambit. We are in upper bracket here. Sure. Number 3 seed from 0907 coming off of a good win over Hypnos. Team Gambit taking that big dub over Meta Boys, that big 3-2 in the upper bracket. Get them here. So this is an important match for both of these teams to get a chance to move back up into Master Division. Where, I mean, both of these teams were in Season 2. Frankly, it wouldn't surprise me to see both of these teams in Master Division next season. All right, and we get Jimmy banned out. Why does everybody hate Jimmy so much? I love that man. Give me some WPG. No, we're not allowed to ever see Jimmy. Son of a Gibraltar. While they're finalizing lineups, I just want to take a quick gander at this bracket here. A big 3-2 from Team Gambit there over Meta Boys. 0907 with the big reverse sweep. It was here on Rusapi. Is where it all started. This Rusapi was such an important map and such a huge swing back from 0907. They were down basically 133 to nothing. It wasn't quite nothing. It was like 133 to 30 or something. But they were down big. When they make a huge Reinhardt swap out of spawn. And Willis comes out. I mean, it felt like just a pure desperation move. They're, one team fight away from losing the series. Come out on a Reinhardt, of all things, and run it back through not just Rudasapi, but the entire series. It was one of those brilliant matches I've ever seen. It's one of those brilliant things I've ever witnessed here in my 2 seasons of streaming FACEIT League. Hell, in my 5 years of casting Overwatch. Alba, appreciate you being here. This is Willis is the Kevster of Tank. Smartest mind to grace the game. Let's go, Alba. I know, no bias. No bias. Y'all weren't on red line or anything together. There's no bias. Looking back at those bans, which one did I miss? What did I miss? I missed the push one. It was Esperanza. Banned out by Team Gambit. There you go. So all of our bans are in. Oh, wait. That was actually an Oasis ban, not an Ilios ban. Big dumb. There you go. Oasis banned out alongside Esperanza, Hanaoka, and Jibby. There for Team Gambit, Midtown, and Throw to Nubis. Banned out from 0907. We saw at Kings Row, Rudasapi, New Junk City, and Shabali Monastery. All right, your 5-map set here for this upper bracket finals. Hey, I love all of our teams, Alba. I love all of our teams. I'm not rooting for anybody in particular. I'm rooting for good Overwatch. 0907 coming in 12-2. It's our 3rd season in the league. This is a team that came up from Expert. They barely made it into playoffs first season, like squeaked in on the very last game. They managed to fight their way into playoffs. Go through and win it all. They end up being your grand champions for Expert in first season. Season 2, they end up at Master Division as a result of that. They didn't do too shabby considering they're going up against the best of the best in EMEA. I mean, you got some good wins in here. They weren't entirely shut out, but it wasn't enough to finish in the top 6 necessary to maintain their spot in Master. So they find themselves back in Expert here for Season 3. They pretty much dominated. Oh, their one loss. There's Good Guys was their other loss. Okay, I was thinking Hypnos was their other loss. No, it was Meta Boys and Good Guys. Team Gambit. This is also their 3rd season in the league. Also started at Expert. Got 3rd place there in Expert Division for Season 1. Find themselves in Master for Season 2. Also come out with a 5-8 record. Identical. Right? Identical to their 0907 counterpart. Also finish 8th and 11th. Not good enough to find their way into, to hold their spot in Master Division. Come in 10-4. Also losing to Meta Boys, but also losing to Hypnos 0907 in regular season. So here's your head-to-head. And then the Flame. The Flame, all 4 of those teams were top 5 teams throughout the year. The Flame just dropped out. The reason we're not seeing here in playoffs. They do beat Good Guys. So I mean, interesting little transitive there as far as Team Gambit beat one of the two teams that beat 0907, but they lost the direct head-to-head to 0907, and it was a 3-0. Team Gambit not really able to find their footing on that one. This is just Outsiders having a problem. They're going to have to call an admin in and get this reset. But you notice we do not go to a lot of these same maps. So we did end up having Oasis, was the map that they lost to. That is Team Gambit's ban. Immediately right out of the gate, they banned the opening control map they lost to 0907 previously. They lost Hollywood before, and so Team Gambit are going to take us with this pick. They take us to Kings today. So Midtown was banned out. They're not going to go back to the same map that they lost to 0907 on before. So Team Gambit choose Kings Row here today. And then it was a Runasapi. Well, we go back to Runasapi. Everybody likes Runasapi. Hey! I hear the indicating it's time to turn down our copyright-free music and get into map 1. Big poggers, Jodowich, big poggers. We got in. We're in. And look, our margin's even held. What do you know? What do you know? Things are looking up, friends. Things are looking up.
Ready for battle. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Now, Outsider is one of two tanks here for Team Gambit. Now, I thought we saw EKED starting previously. The last rulebook I saw, the promotion and relegation still said top 2 move on to Master Division and 3rd and 4th place fight in relegation. Last I saw from the Season 3 rulebook, that's what it says. So that's the information I'm giving you. If something gets changed or has changed, I apologize for that, but I have not seen it. And I checked the rulebook fairly recently to double check that exact thing, because I checked the rulebook after they made the announcement, and it was still showing top two guaranteed a spot in Master Division, and 3rd and 4th place is fight for relegation. Because I think that's the same format they're going to use for Master into OWCS as well. All right, first Capcom over to 0907 here. Willis playing in this Sewa composition. I haven't really had a chance to touch on this. I mean, you've got Daki in the back on a Zenyatta circling around towards Drum, being protected by Conde on this Soldier 76. There's the rotation into Drum. Outsider join Conde in here. And as I was starting to say earlier with, how long it took Outsider in here, I'm very curious if this is a tactical decision or if Ukage isn't available or something of that nature. But, good kill from Outsider onto Bones. That's a great pick to help clean off the flank. Now they can kind of start tightening the grip here around the front line of Willis and the rest of 0907. Although Willis is coming up really close to this Gravitic Flux. Orbital Ray already getting thrown into this. So take a little long there for Team Gambit to find anything past the opening pick. We even saw a Santex Orbital Ray thrown into that as well. So Team Gambit tried to come back and counter with their own ultimate. Not able to really find much. So 69% on the board now for Team 0907. Nice. There's that Flux sound barrier from Verrett's going to hit all 5. Outsider immediately loses the overhealth, but, no looking for no worse for wear otherwise. Verrett finds themselves way the hell over here. Team Gambit with some... Their first percentage on the day here. Do have an overclocked try to protect this. Looking for Connie, looking around the outside. Where is Outsider? I was say Outsider got in deep, working all the way around. Lands the knife on Janowicz, trying to give chase. Opposite just moved back to the point where, you know, Willis and the rest of 0907 have managed to move in and put the point, get it to 99. Now trying to hold on to it. Outsider wanted to pursue, has to go back and touch the point. Eventually comes through with the rampage. The accretion does land. Discord down, but still Outsider will find that kill onto Willis. So, Team Gambit get the point right back. We're in a little bit of trouble on the outside. Bones will find that kill. Outsider in pursuit is not going to catch up. Well, it's already close to another flux. Yeah, now, out of Master Division, that has not been officially announced. Like going from what the Master Division to OWCS, and like you say, there might be, you know, the number of teams that get relegated down might change just depending on how many teams are gonna participate. Nice stick from Bones. Again, I'm just going by what's in the Season 3 rulebook. That's what it says in the Season 3 rulebook, so that's what's official at the moment. Or at least what I know to be official at the moment. We also got an opening sub-map here going to 0907. That's official. That's legit.
Score 1-0.
Nevik said they think they're just going to do close qualifiers. Okay.
Ready for battle.
I mean, I think that would be wild. I think it'd be wild to go back on your own rulebook. Now, for changing things like based on number of teams, I can understand. Like teams that get relegated and such.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Yeah, because it does look like the rulebook hasn't been updated since August. I was just double checking there between our rounds. So yeah, the Season 3 rulebook hasn't been changed since it was originally released. So that could very well be old information. But again, I'm just going by the information that is officially presented in the Season 3 rulebook. Yeah, Will's taking a lot of damage. That early poke damage, yeah, it means the overrun, a little ill-advised. Probably should try to overrun back to the team. Maybe, I don't know, opted to go in instead. Ends up sacrificing themselves, and this will be first cap right on over to Team Gambit.
Sojourn en route.
Well, just looking a little surrounded right now. I was kind of stuck out in the middle for a moment, trying to figure out which way to go. With the rally pop, Willis does eventually disengage, but Outsider's already back there, preventing an escape. Kanye with a good shot, though. It will just send Team Gambit packing right out of their spawn, and here comes the pursuit with Janowicz holding the rally. He's able to muscle down through Verret. And this is a flip incoming here for 0907. Xander, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I love all my nice people in chat, too, saying thank you. That's amazing. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. All right, we got the overclock thrown in here from Shatan. Didn't like they're able to get much. Connie now able to pull out the blade. See if this DPS ult will get it done. Nope. You run right into Janowicz up front and personal. That's a flawless fight win. All 5 alive. From 0907. Even through double DPS ults. Now we're getting, you know, a little bit of the hero I mentioned earlier. We got some Sombra on the battlefield. Manual hack down onto bones. Oh my goodness. Inside the orbital ray, there was just no chance. I don't know if you needed the orbital. Connie was so on top of that blade. Now the hack to prevent the retreat. Rampage turned Willis purple. Conde already down amidst that overclock. Didn't even see it hit the battlefield. Team Gambit have already got control. They're looking to chase some exit picks. Ooh, his outsider bit off more than they can chew. The overrun was good. Slam 2, including Santix, and Santix drops on the back of that. So a great pickup from Willis. Able to find the vulnerable target in that chaos. And the overrun was not stopped by the manual hack, but the manual hack went through anyway. That was kind of an interesting interaction. Like the hack still went through, but the overrun did as well. So, you know. Outsider low up on this high ground. Drops down with no health. Connie will end up bringing him down. We're going to get another flip. Back and forth these teams go. Zero called you a goat. Zero from your MRI. Yeah, I mean, you know, Brashy is the goat. You kidding? Rally up for Barrett here. This is going to be a battle for the theater. And Shatan is already just fell so early. Jonowich has just been getting in the thick of these fights so much. This is one fearless brig and a nasty stagger on the Santix with only 5% left to go on the clock. Put 0907 in a great spot here to close out this first map. Connie just barely get the touch. Willis is going to throw down the Keijo, and I don't think anybody else is going to get close. 0907 to close it out here. It's going to be a 1-0. Here to kick things off in your upper bracket finals. Well, that's just the kind of community we have here, Zena. We're very polite and welcoming. And I may make mistakes, like, you know, on who's going to get relegated and who's going to get promoted. But, you know, we all work together to try to find the truth. And we do it respectfully and politely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my timing is all off. No, yeah, I was looking at FACEIT Season 3 playoff move up and downs. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to white out your screen. Wow. Ow. My eyes. My eyes. Let's get some stats there from map 1. I'll go get that point on the board. Okay, so far so good there for 0907. History repeating itself as of yet. But now we are heading into a Team Gambit map pick. So they played Hollywood last time, weren't able to get it done. We have Midtown banned out from 0907 and Kings Row, the pick here from Team Gambit. Of course you got one. You got one. You always get one that has to come in and call Prashy a client. I gotta say, as an American, that is, I don't know, a funny insult. So I'm like, wait, is that an insult? Like, you're not sure if you're being insulted if you don't know? That's what makes it good. That's what makes it good. Hey, welcome, Stacks. What's up, my friend? Is it Santix Saturday? I mean, you know. Not yet. Not yet. It's been more of a Willis Wednesday on a Saturday. It's been more of a Willis Wednesday. We're going back to my map ban screen because I'm going to flip the team sides, and I like doing it where y'all can't see it because it just feels cleaner. All right, let's get into map 2. Oh, good question, actually. Wait, what just happened? Pause. Hey, they knew we had scores to check. Hypnos up 2-0. Wait. No. That's just in the first map. That's not. Oh, no, that is up 2-0. Holy shit. Hey, they're going fast. Hypnos is up 2-0 over Meta Boys. Unreal. Okay. Oh, I got a full hold. Ooh, what is that on Kings? On Midtown. Hypnos gets a full hold on Midtown to take map 2. No wonder they're already in push. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I didn't know I was still on that screen. Yeah, check this. Look at this, y'all. Hypnos looking good. Stats there from map 1. Slate coming up big, as known to do. Lars coming in with 17K. Huge map for Hypnos. Going into map 2. Yeah, full hold here on Midtown. Sleek with a lot of deaths for a 1-0 score. Like, this was a down and dirty 1-0. You know, there were some retakes on both sides. This was a dirty 1-0, but still a full hold. I mean, assuming this isn't some kind of glitch and that the Midtown score is accurate. Because that's a lot of deaths. That's a lot of team fights. That's too many team fights. But that's still a lot of team fights for a 1-0 score line. All right. Unfortunately, Team Gambit's tank is still having connection issues. Aw. KPY says it's over. It's over. All right. I'm gonna have to deal. Okay, for some reason, Opera doesn't have like a blackout option anymore. Like, Opera used to have like very recently forced dark mode, and then they just like took it away. It is my favorite feature of this entire search engine, this entire browser, was the forced dark mode, and they just like took it away. Oh wait, there's forced dark mode. It's back. It's back. I swear that wasn't there. That wasn't there like last time I checked. Okay. Yeah, but again, so this is still. Hey, Outsiders at least in this time. So they had open qualifiers, and then the closed qualifier was your relegation match. So they could end up doing that again as well, where they do both. This is what they did going into Season 3. Where they had an open qualifier, and then the closed qualifier relegations. Right, top 2 will be moved to the closed qualifier, where they play against invited teams. Top 2 in the closed qualifier will be moved to the Master Division. Oh wait, maybe that was separate from relegation matches. So I mean, they could do both. They could do both a qualifier and have relegation matches, because they did both for Season 3. And this was obviously, I mean, this was March 13th? That doesn't make sense. But according to this rule set, outsiders still having problems. So according to this rule set, this is where it says, 8 teams, double elim, move up downs. So now Master Division. This is regarding move up downs regarding Master Division are still TBA due to ODCS integration. So I think that is. I don't think that affects Master. Now Expert. Okay, now move ups are TBA now. Okay, move ups are TBA. That is changed since like playoffs, because I checked this after the announcement to make sure and double check this, and this still said to move up, to move down. Like it still had the old rules after the OWCS announcement, because I very specifically double checked this. Now it's saying move ups and move downs are TBA. Okay. All right, so never mind. All my stakes are out the window. Never mind. Now, I can understand, like, moving from Master Division to OWCS is going to be, you know, that hasn't been announced yet. So we just know there's going to be relegations, and there will be promotions. But I'm guessing the Master part, is going to be determined by how many teams end up in Master Division. I mean, because if you go back to our standings... Like, let's go to Master Standings. They're waiting on an admin for our match. Just FYI. Hey, it worked. Did we get you, Kitchen? I think we got you, Kitchen. Yeah. Oh, no, we have Hikari in. Okay, so we didn't get a sub. Outsider, I'm unfortunately forced to sub out just for technical reasons. Not ideal here for Team Gambit. But you know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Now, oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me they'll have open qualifiers. They've had open qualifiers every season. That's not new. So I mean, they will have open qualifiers, but they had relegation promotion additionally on top of that previously. Hey, you know what? Like I said, we'll get down to the bottom of this together, friends. I apologize for presenting inaccurate information. It was accurate as of last time I checked, which was not that long ago.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
All right. Gambit starting off on the defense. We're actually going to get Condi in the tank role and Hikari playing DPS. So Team Gambit having to throw, you know, a couple of audibles into this. We're going to Plan C, I think, for Team Gambit here. Like I said, I was pretty sure I remember Yukich starting for him last time we saw Team Gambit play. I could be wrong on that. I have to go back and check my notes. Conde has a good high ground position here. Sightlines all the way over the point. Damage thrown into Conde alongside with Willis. This is going to be a quick pickup here as Bones is already picked up too. And this should just be a one and done for a 907. Killed by sausage. Little tenacious D. All right. Well, the Stickies lands there out of Hikari. And Team Gambit are showing us a little tenacity here, so they're able to get a good fight win and retake some of this important space. Put up a hold here at the archway. Woo! Hikari just barely dodged that shot from Conde in the nick of time. Conde now they're going to work around through hotel. So they get sightlines all the way down main towards bookstore. So really force this sightline to be extraordinarily dangerous here for the defense of 0907. Blade out for Bones. Already takes some early damage into the corner. Still moves up to get 2 slashes down onto Santix and 1 onto Conde for a final blow as well. So once again, Bones comes up with a big 2-piece, and it's going to be a fight win here for Team 0907. Winning 2 out of 3 engagements thus far. And Bones coming up with a 2-piece in both of those fight wins. Ukich is in Thailand. Oh, that's right. That's right, Nevix. I remember hearing about Ukich was traveling. That's right. Thank you for the update. Thank you, Nevix. Oh, huge cage fight for Willis. I mean, you got Hikari and Santix in it. The orbital ends up kind of outside of the fight itself. I also had a good shot from Conde somewhere in there. By the way, I mean, the fact that we have Conde and Conde on opposite teams here has been breaking my brain a little bit. I appreciate y'all bearing with me through all of that. Makes us. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Should be in here to support some grassroots Overwatch. Path to pro Overwatch. Big rampage there out of Conde. Despite finding 3 and actually getting Bones down, they will get shot by Conde. Conde kills Conde. And things are weird with the world. Shaitan just regrouping here in the back is 097 trying to plant their feet in this corner. See if they can leverage that 1 pick into stabilization, but Conde is, no, not having it. He's looking to just keeping 0907's defense off balance, keep them kind of falling backwards and trying to find footing, searching for footing. It's a duplicate out of Hikari onto this Malgrim. We get the Santix with the kill on the Bone. So looks like the legs might have stabilized here. The needs solidified here for 0907. Got him locked in, you know. Two, 1 in Spanish. Okay. I meant that like Q-U-E-K. Not like K-O-K. Conde versus Conde is kind of a caster nightmare, but you know what? I've had worse. Nothing I can't handle. I'm a professional. Great disengage. They're on a Team 0907. They handle that orbital ray beautifully. Now I have a blade to come back with. You can see Bones already entrenched on this far angle. I think he's probably looking for high ground. Really wants to get in onto Santix. There is a Transcendence available. Yep, and going right up the top, right down onto the Zenyatta. Jumped out of the way of the 5-orb. Opts to go for the Sojourn instead. Finds that one, but trades out DPS for DPS. Cage fight on the point. Just some additional shielding, perhaps. The rally stun does not deny Conde a mech. A little off time there from Jotowich, but they are going to run the Diva away. It ends up being a messy fight on this point where Shaitan is going to throw in the overclock. So everybody bunched up is just a shooting gallery for a Sojourn with an overclock. I mean, even standard railguns pierce now, but down this kind of narrow street, I mean, I can see that piercing damage is becoming a huge factor. Kari goes down to their own shots somehow. We cut in with the the Sojourn. And Conde finds that overclock kill. This is a +2 now to the attacking Team Gambit. And oh, Conde gets booped off. Oh, the whip shot from Jotowich. As Conde looked to try to toe that line a little too close. Didn't account for the whip shot coming in, forces him off the point. We got a 2-minute plus time bank. Snappy, thank you for the follow. And it's a decent time bank here for Team 0907, but, you know, we have had plenty of extra innings pushes here in Kings Row throughout this playoffs. Certainly feasible for Team Gambit to come through, get a cap. Even maybe, you know, show us a little hottie theory. Maybe they even cap with less time, but you've got overtime spawns for your opponent at that point. Team Gambit are still in this thing. Don't be discouraged for my Team Gambit fans out there.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, Connie's showing us the Zarya. I love this pick. I think Zarya is actually low-key pretty strong. Remember, we got damage buffs, and then the 45 charge, poor bubble. Those changes came in a little while back, but Zarya hasn't really been used since she's been buffed. And yeah, combined with the Discord, I'm surprised they don't pursue Willis on that. Willis runs off to the Mega and is just able to get out scot-free. Akari, I think, tried to end up pursuing, but now finds themselves in a 1v3, dropping to the bottom. Ooh, the deflect, protecting Bones only temporarily. Willis shows up, but Conde falls. So a little bit of a back and forth there out of 0907 as they were throwing kind of different looks on this approach. Like, it was kind of hard to lock down exactly where they wanted to go, but they ended up finding a couple picks with it. Just rotating pressure a little bit on that high ground. Good job from Akari to buy a lot of time for those picks to come through. But, oh, the retake is good. With Connie's kill on to Willis, there's a slight advantage there. Okay, there's the pick. Jonowich doesn't make it back in time. I mean, it was a 3v2 for the defense, but they had no tank to work with. Oh, Akari, now very aware of the entirety of the team looking to drop around the right-hand side. Oh, okay, defense goes back through main. Akari might get caught in house if you're not careful. Bubble used to get Akari out of there. There's eventually the Wraith form thrown in. Connie 83% to this grab. Won't be able to hold an overrun, but I'll be able to catch everything else. Shatat and Sandtex combined for that kill on a Willis. You thought there was a vulnerable Zenyatta in the back. Turns out Sandtex has feet. That's right, not hands, feet. You got kicked, bud. You got kicked. Full bevy of ultimates here for Team Gambit to work with. I'm very curious how they use all of these. Transcendence, I imagine, for the Blade. We're going to get Ray for Ray. That's my expectation. We'll see how it works out. So 907 going first. The Graviton Surge used to try to hit the cart. I mean, you got the cart good with that grab. Death Blossom from Akari only gets one before Willis is able to shut it down. The rally there. The Transcendence is there just to kind of counter the rally. And Shatan try to see if they can get this cap with the overclock. But eventually the Bones Blade is in. And there's no ultimates left here for 0907. Excuse me, for Team Gambit on this attack. Shatan goes down. Sandtex gets the kick, but Jonowich and Willis are still alive here. Once again, Sandtex has feet. Don't forget Zen got a buff recently as well. I mean, there's not only the orb change, where like, you know, the orbs are more persistent on your friendly teammates, but the damage numbers. Zen got pushed up to 50 damage per orb, which definitely hits a lot of breakpoints. You can 5-orb body shot most heroes in the game and take them down. Kari holding the front line, anchored for a moment, kind of alternating back and forth here with Conde. You see the bubble used there, beautifully done. Love that. Willis didn't have a good target to go for. And a nice little alternating of aggression here between Hikari and Conde. And this is going to continue all the way into point C. Into the Foundry, they pick up 2 more kills. Second point now on the board. And we're going to get a swap out of Willis. Willis has decided Zarya looks fun. They want to try some of that. Did get that kill on Hikari. So, Bones able to find a little bit of room to work. Now pressuring from this soft flank. Looking for Ferret with the pulse. Uh-oh. Bones does find their way into the backline. Does not hit either supports. Grab is huge up front, though. Orbital Ray keeps everybody alive in a car. He just gets melted. Kind of stubbornly try to see if they could muscle through that Orbital Ray. With just nothing doing. Oh, even a late Transcendence invested here from Santix. Yeah, nerf for Matra. Yeah, that cart never saw it coming. It's gonna be an overclock out of Conde here to kick things off. Ooh! Shaitan gets the beautiful kill, wins out the duel. The Grav blocked by the Immortality Field. As we have gone to a full Ramatra brawl, coincidentally, with Nerf Ramatra showing up in chat. Time officially less now for Team Gambit on the bank after entering the Foundry with over 4 minutes. Only a couple more chances here to make this happen. Running into Rally and Pulse out the other side. Bones not able to find it again. Once again, I think I was looking for the BAP on that one. Immortality Field was used to try to save Condi through that, but it was just too much damage thrown at the Ramatra. And it's going to be another hold here out of the defense of a 907. Kind of to give space control of it, just doing so much poke damage. Oh, Coach got interrupted by the Ravenous Vortex there. You just shot yourself in the foot with the sawed off. Ant Matrix out of the back. Man, opening up a lot of space here. This allows Sentix to pretty freely move up to this high ground. Conde trying to loop around, see if they can circumvent the attacking squad. Is everybody going to hold this point? Maywall up, and Conde comes in from the long sight line to find Santix, was moving back towards our 907 spawn. And the grab used here to secure the point on the front line. Both front and back defense are flawless. Rotation out of Conde ends up working out beautifully. A mere 40 seconds to go here. I mean, we're pretty much at last opportunity for Team Gambit to get something done on this map. They will have, I mean, quite a few ultimates to work with. Got to make sure you get those bubbles out before the Blizzard's going to find any purchase. And it's going to be an aggressive move on the back of this sound barrier right out of the gate. Annihilation push running down Janowich in the back line. The Tendrils of Death will able to leech out one. Willis somehow dies. I don't know if Willis ended up in the pit. That had to be an environmental, right? What a final attack. Gambit had to cap with time. With their backs up against the wall, they get it done. Yeah, you damn right, Condi, with time. Not a lot. It was like 7 seconds, but they had time. Incredible final push. Just in that, it's one of the easiest points to stall out. Your spawns are so close that it's, I mean, it may not be an easy point to retake from a defender's perspective coming out of spawn. I mean, you can usually buy a decent amount of time, so really, really good, nice focus fire. Great job out of Team Gambit to ensure they can cap that so swiftly and get an opportunity here in extras to tie up this open bracket final. Granted, it's going to be with a third of the time in the bank. But, you know what? I will say, Team Gambit looked pretty darn good through both point A and point B. All right, we are going to get the statue defense here with Conde sitting on the high ground. This can be a dangerous spot for the Reaper, but you don't have a whole lot of speed on the other side, so Bones should be okay. You'll be able to Wraith form out and kind of get out of the range. The only thing is if Speed Ring hasn't been used here from Team Gambit, they might be able to pursue. So they do make the read on Bones inside the statue. Okay, Bones doesn't reform out towards Hotel like we often see. He's instead going to go inside the house. And here comes the pursuit. They're trying to follow up on that, knowing Bones doesn't have that all-important cooldown. Connie looking to give chase. Meanwhile, it's been a little bit of a loop-de-doop there for Willis as they just circle back around into the backline. But Hikari and Connie have tried to stick with them like a bad smell. Does not work out. The speed of the overrun ends up kind of getting the better end, and a little bit of a rope-a-dope there on Team Gambit, who now have a mere 12 seconds to work with. Shataka going over to Widowmaker. I mean, an important opening pick here could be clutch. Nobody's going to give them the look, though. Conde has to move on to the point to get the yellow bar going. We're in OT with Conde just standing around on this objective while Willis and the rest of 0907 have hunted down your backline. Santix and Shitado already off the battlefield. It's going to be a 3v5 fight here for Team Gambit to try to bring this one back. Conde taking Barrett out of the sky should just be the beginning of the end. There was a bit of percentage picked up there from Conde, so we will not get a draw. Winnable. Winnable for Team Gambit. But it will take a pure full hold.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Okay. We're headed back into the Eraser. A lot of survivability here for Conde. You could, jab spin the, if you can get Willis low, force out Cardiac Overdrive, jab spin the Cardiac Overdrive. You could deny a lot of sustain here to Willis, but this is not going to be an easy matchup. There's a reason we don't see the Eraser into the Maga very often. Now, I will say we're not running, it's not the overwhelming front-loaded of high sustain damage from the double flex DPS that we're seeing with the Reaper Echo look. I mean, you do have Conde sitting back here on a Widowmaker. Which means the Risa stands a slightly better chance of staying alive through some of these frontline encounters. Ooh, how does that energy javelin not land? Well, just a little sidestep from Conde able to avoid that one. Was that Bones up in the window? Yeah, Bones shadow stepped all the way up to the opposite window here. While Willis is still kind of fighting things out on top of the house. Bionade does land in from Santix. But Bones finds Shatad. Oh, Bones is just all over the place. Oh, gets slept! But still, the over one is monstrous. Willis hit everybody, just kind of bunched up in that hallway. Smashed them all down. Health bars are immediately at half. And it's going to be a 2-0 match point lead here for 0907.
Play the game.
All right, we get some stats there for map number 2. All right, Team Gambit put up a good effort at it. I mean, just outmanned. I mean, you've got basically your third string tank in. It's just an unfortunate turn here for Team Gambit. I mean, they put up some good work. I mean, look at the damage out from Shaitan and Hikari. Like, very comparable to what's up on the other side. Just not able to secure those kills. And it ends up being a lot of team fight wins. Therefore, 0907, every player from Team Gambit in double-digit deaths. Rough. All right, reminder, those bands headed into map 3. It's Esperanza. Band out. Taking a quick look back. Oh, y'all. Y'all. Oh, that 2-0 lead for Hypnos. They're on watch point Gibraltar. Meta Boys threatening the reverse sweep there in that lower bracket. Oh, man, these have been close. 3-2 on Flashpoint, I'm guessing? Yeah, because you have to go to 5 on Clash. So 3-2 on Flashpoint. Don't know the meterage here, but, I mean... Actually, that looks pretty convincing. I mean, it looks like Meta Boys had a, you know... 2 to 4 extra team fight wins there on push. They're on Colosseo. So, yeah. Meta Boys threatening reverse sweep into map 5. Now it looks like Hikari is having connection problems. Oh, no. I was seeing if there's any indication. They did have Outsider listed back in. So maybe they were trying to get Outsider back in here for map 3. It's already rough that you've got your starters on vacation or, you know, it's traveling. I don't know if it's technically, you know, a holiday, but it's traveling. We ball. We go without Outsider again. All right. So Team Gambit, will we... I assume going back to the Condi tank with Hikari coming to sub in the DPS role. Coach Mannix, I don't know if they've got it in the tank today. We'll see. We'll see. We've already got one reverse sweep threatening right now. Oh, you got your sides, right? Stacks saying it's okay. It's not sweating the map 5. That Jibby is a Lars map. Then Hypno should be okay. That's what you're telling me, Stacks. That's what I'm hearing. Alright. Enough of our copyright-free music. Can Team Gambit force a map 5? Well, I mean, first things first. Can they force a map 4? You get the feeling that that was kind of like meant to be a passageway, like they originally designed that. Like you could get up there. You know what I mean? Like there's even a ladder on this side, like kind of like that was supposed to be open or something. I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
No changes out of 0907. We're going to get the Zarya out of Condi here with Shaitan on this Ashe. So I think if they're going to come back, Shaitan needs to start popping off. I think this is a must. Shaitan needs to kind of start finding those red X's here. Bubble used early. And going to the inside. Oh, Bones is just cleaning up. This is right where the Reaper wants to fight. Condi, Santix, and Shaitan all just fight on Bones' terms. Up close and personal with the Reaper, with the best hero in the cast to fight in that tiny little hallway. I mean, and maybe that's just part of the tank. They didn't feel like they had the tank power to, you know, kind of muscle their way along coast, along that outside where the Ashe really wanted to sit. So had to take a higher risk play, try to play on the inside. But Shaitan doesn't find that opening pick they're looking for, gets collapsed on. Now Hikari trying to play from the inside. Santix giving some chase. Let's get some Santix pop on this carry. Good to see some Lucio carry pop, or Lucio carry backline. Bone's still inside. They know it too. Shadow step right onto the point. Ooh, beautiful Suzu. Oh, but Hikari still eats a headshot. And so does Shaitan before it's all said and done. I will say the Santec Suzu was good. Like that would have been instant death onto Shaitan if Bones doesn't from Bones' headshot. And then Santex's Suzu buys time for the bubble to come in, but unfortunately Bones picks up Hikari while all that's happening. Who does have a pulse bomb, by the way. Outsider cannot connect to Netherlands servers hosted by FACEIT. That is, what an incredibly unlucky turn, y'all. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry for Team Gambit for that. Because that's, you hate to see that. You hate to see, you know, an edge given over in such an important match because a player can't connect to a server. Like, that is just terribly unfortunate. Absolutely Wezza. Wezza's the owner of Team Gambit, by the way. I'm sure most people in chat know that, but just to clarify, in case anybody doesn't. Willis was feeling very threatened by Shaitan. That's what I'm going with. Willis was so threatened by Shaitan, they had to throw down cage fight to get a shield. And that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Shaitan just gets smashed. Good news for 0907 here, I mean, for Team Gambit here, is this is an upper bracket match. You're still not done with this tournament, even after this unlucky turn of events. Grab, is Connie gonna get a touch? Connie will not get the touch. The Death Blossom is there, and that'll be the map. That'll be the series. Hats off Team Gambit for doing the best they can with a very unfortunate situation. But at the end of the day, 0907 do get the dub. We'll move on to the grand finals. Might theoretically see Vote Master next year, or next season. Well, I guess that would be next year. But I don't know that anymore. Apparently, that info had changed since I last verified. But you know what? At least we got it figured out. Yeah, exactly, Stacks. That's what I was just saying. At least we're not in lower bracket. It's just an upper bracket match. You still got time to kind of come back, turn it around. Let's go check in on that map 5. Oh, that's the match. Hypnos takes it. That's the match. Hypnos stopped him on point A. They only got 1 point on the board. There it is. Your lower bracket semifinals are in as well. Hypnos 3-2. Meta boys to stay alive. Taking down the #1 seed. Your #1 versus your #2 seed in the lower bracket. So, you will have Team Gambit versus Hypnos in your lower bracket final. To determine who's going to move on and face 0907 in your grands. That's all I got for you for now. Thank you so much for hanging out. Really appreciate all the support in KZ and Elo Sold. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, but coming through with some follows here at the very end. Thank you so much. I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody being here, hanging out. Means the world. Means the world. Just keep supporting Path to Pro Overwatch. Yep. Let's keep doing it. It's worth it. It's worth it. But that's all I got for you for now. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.